one of my favorite parts in this episode. I was like, do that, I would walk right out. No, immediately no. Boom, boom. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Today, you guys, we are doing another episode, another part to the Summer I Turned Pretty review and thoughts that I have from episode 5 already. That is crazy. We're more than halfway through the season already. Insane. This is just turned into like a weekly series and I love it so much and I'm so excited for it. So I've only got a page worth of thoughts this time, which is funny because I absolutely loved this episode, and it's funny that I have less written than the other episodes, but only one page this time, so this might be a shorter video than the others, but it's gonna be just as good. All right, whole page right here. Let's just get right into it. Before we get started, look at my shirt, you guys. It says Cousins Beach. I made it and I love it so much. In my favorite colors, you know. I think it's so cute. I'm obsessed with it. It's my first time wearing it and I thought, you know, it's very suiting to wear it for this video. All right, let's get into the video. So first thing is Jer going into Susanna's empty room, like in the beginning, because we got left off with obviously the cliffhanger with all of them standing in the empty house. So it picked up with Jer going into Susanna's empty room, and it was so sad, but then it was super sad when Jer was like, I didn't think it was possible for things to get worse. It's like she was never here. That was so sad. I thought like just that whole scene was super sad, but that was very sad when Jeremiah said that. It just makes me so sad and so angry for, I mean, more, like everyone, not just Jeremiah, just for everyone, because, you know, everyone's going through that and it's just so sad. And then just to see the whole house, and as soon as he put the lights on, I'm like, oh, it's Susanna's room. I was so angry in that moment and so sad. And then next, you guys, when Julia said to Conrad, Conrad, you're not the only one hurting here. Girl, you just keep adding. Every single week, you keep adding more and more reasons to dislike you. And that was such a butthole comment. Like, because you don't seem hurt at all, Julia. Like, these boys are hurting so bad, and then you're just gonna say, oh, you're not the only one hurting. Well, if we're comparing Jer and Conrad against you, yeah, I think they are the ones that are hurting, because if you're hurting, maybe you need to, you know, be a little more kind and show more sympathy towards them and not be a nasty butthole to them. You guys, I just cannot stand Julia at all. I despise her so bad. She makes me so angry. Next is Sky not defending Julia. You guys, I don't like Sky either, like at all. And you can see that in my other videos that I very much despise Sky as well, just as much as Julia. But I was super happy to see Sky like just not take her mom's side and just walk out. I thought that was great. I'm like, I still don't like you, but that was at least good on your part to not defend Julia. And then Conrad calling his dad and his dad not even picking up. I don't like their dad at all. Like, I can't even remember his name, to be honest. I forgot. He's not that important. No, but like their dad is just so obnoxious. And like when Julia was saying to Conrad, saying to him like how Julia and Conrad and Jeremiah's dad were talking and they thought it was best and blah blah, like that. I don't like you. I haven't liked you the whole time, season 1 and now especially season 2. I think you're deadbeat and just, yeah, I don't like you. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. We'll kind of get into that. And then you guys, Steven asking Conrad when they were all kind of standing outside on the porch, what are we gonna do? And like that part, like, it's like, no, you know, people complain about Conrad and like, oh, he's such a poopy pants and blah, blah, blah. Well, everything is always on him. Everything just falls into Conrad's hands. Everyone just puts everything on him and expects him to know what to do and everything. Like, well, that's why he's freaking out all the time, because everything is always on his plate and right there, you know. Steven immediately, and I have nothing against Steven, like, I'm not saying that, it's just like, poor Conrad, like, he just got in it with, you know, his aunt, which she doesn't even deserve that title, but like, I just feel bad because Conrad just has so much on his shoulders, and then immediately, you know, what should we do? I just feel so bad for him. You guys, and then it was so funny when Steven needed Taylor to like go get blankets and everything with him, and she's like, you know, at first, and he's like, oh, fine, if you want to sleep. That was so funny. I'm like, he just keeps making it more and more obvious, and like, I feel like people are catching on right there. I think it's hilarious. I thought it was so funny, and you know, obviously it's his plan, that's what he wants. I thought it was hilarious. Oh my gosh, you guys. And then the like throwback, the flashback scene that Jeremiah was having when Conrad and Jeremiah were sitting down together, and Conrad was like, how his chest physically hurt not being able to tell Belly that he's in love with her. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I was like, with that scene, I'm like, yes, because like, I mean, obviously I already knew that Conrad loves Belly, but like, oh, that scene was just perfect and so amazing. And like at the end, you know, when Conrad walked away after they talked for a minute, like I feel bad for Jeremiah a little bit, but like, I mean, not bad enough to cry. I feel more bad for Conrad than Jer, because like, we'll kind of talk about it more, but like, I just loved that scene so much. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was so special and lovely and beautiful and so cute. And then Jeremiah narrating and like saying it'll never be him, and it'll always be Conrad. Like, it might be bad of me, but that part I was like, well, at least he's self-aware. That's immediately what I thought. I'm like, boy, it has to be Conrad. Like, come on, like, Conrad is just Conrad. I like, yeah. You guys, and then when Jeremiah and Belly were like in the theater together, and she grabs like the LaCroix and licorice Twizzlers, whatever, and it's like sharesies, and then they start sharing. I'm like, ugh, that was so cringy. Like, I don't really get cringed out too bad, but that part I was like, no, I don't like that. It's so funny because like, I feel like in this show, the few times that I have like been like, no, I don't like that, it's been with Jeremiah. Specifically, one that I can specifically think of is in season 1 when he starts like singing like karaoke. Like, that part I was like, no, just stop. If he were trying to like win me over and do that, I would walk right out. No, immediately no. I don't want to be sung to, unless you're Post Malone, then you can sing to me all you want. But no, that is just, I don't like it. But anyways, the sharesies and then sharing, I was like, no, I don't like it. Ew. I'll have my own drink, thank you very much. I don't want other people's backwash in my drink as well. Like, I'm also a germaphobe, so maybe that's just me, but no thanks. And then when it was Conrad, Sky, and Cameron in the kitchen together, I think Cam and Sky are hitting it off. I kind of was thinking that anyways in the whole like fair arcade episode, but then right there, I'm like, oh, they're 100% hitting it off, and then it just kind of continues. I'm like, I feel like they're gonna get together or just something with that. I don't know. That's what I feel like. kind of random, but I mean, all right. Not a huge thing, but I thought it was super funny. I immediately noticed it, that Steven's background is is of himself. I'm like, okay, I mean, cool. I like it, I guess. Go for it, buddy. Oh my gosh, and I called it. Like, I knew Steven and Taylor's vibes were like stronger this season, but it was so cute when he was like, please, he really wants to dance with you, about, you know, her perfect man and everything. I thought that was really cute. The whole dancing scene I really liked, and then when she like kind of put her head on his chest and then like took her hands off of his hands and then just like kind of was holding him. I thought that was really cute. I feel like just Steven makes her feel like comfortable and safe and everything, and they both love each other. And then also, you guys, when Sky and Cam were talking and Conrad was like so intently, I was like, I didn't get it. I didn't realize like why he was listening so like much. Like, I'm like, what's going on? I didn't realize it until he was talking to Jer about, you know, the whole thing, and then saying how that kid got a judge involved and everything. And then I'm like, oh, that didn't even click for me. But I really hope that they do get a judge involved or sue their dad, whatever, for their trust. I really, really, really hope that they do that, because I really think they need to, and at this point I think they just do need to go after their dad. And then, you guys, one of my favorite parts in this episode, it was so funny when Susanna said like the A word, and Laura was like, oh, I love it when you cuss, and Steven was like, the A word isn't cussing. Susanna, say mother effer. That part was so hilarious. I rewound it like 5 times. I thought that was so funny, just like the way he said it. And then she did say it back. I thought that was so funny. I loved that part. Like, just like, I thought it was hilarious. I literally, like I said, I rewound it so many times and laughed out loud. I loved that part. And then, you guys, when Jer was like to Conrad, when they were alone after Thanksgiving, like, you know, to give him a heads up next time and not wanting to be around Belly, that part was so crazy. I didn't expect him to say that or really feel that way. Like, I mean, I get it a little bit, but like, dang, jeez, Jer, calm down, buddy. Like, that was so crazy. I really didn't expect him to be like that or say that. And so I'm like, whoa. And I was just surprised that he felt that way. Like I said, like, I get it a little bit, but like, I don't know, like, to that extent, like, I don't know. Like, it's just crazy, like, not wanting to be there if Belly is, okay. And then Conrad and Jer walking in on Taylor and Steven almost kissing was so funny, and how Taylor just like shoved Steven away. Like, it's okay. You just could have continued super fast. Just hurry up and kiss already. And then Conrad and Jeremiah were like so funny and so awkward about it, like how they were just like, hope we didn't interrupt anything. And then like, yep. You guys are so awkward and so funny, but it was funny, like how they kind of caught them and everything, and then Steven's all like packing everything up. I thought it was funny, but I'm just waiting for that kiss. Like, come on. And then when they were all walking on the golf course and Belly saying to Taylor something about Taylor and Steven's vibes, made me think of when Steven said that in the car about Conrad and Belly, like their vibes. So it's just a Conklin thing, I guess, just about the vibes. I thought that was funny because I'm like, it's just like Steven saying that about Belly and Conrad, which, I mean, come on, get to it. They see the vibes. Come on, Belly and Conrad. Come on, Taylor and Steven. Just get together and get back together, I suppose. And then it was so annoying with Sky's truth or dare. Oh, Belly, I dare you to kiss Jeremiah. No. No thanks. I don't want to see that. And I'm pretty sure some other people don't want to see it either. But, you know, obviously Conrad, we'll get to that in a second. But Cam even was like, and I'm like, oh. But Conrad obviously like hurried up and looked up and was just staring, like he definitely didn't like it. Neither did I. That just makes me not like Sky even more. I feel like daring Belly to kiss Jeremiah made me just as mad when Sky was like, oh, your mom wasn't a saint. Makes me just as angry. Like, both just poopy comments that, like, shouldn't be said. And when Jeremiah got the flashback when Belly came last summer, like, he only started liking Belly that previous summer. So, and, you know, I know Conrad had said to Cleveland, I've always seen, you know, Belly as this kid, but I feel like there was always still a connection with them. There's always been a connection with him. She's always loved him, Conrad, and, you know, the infinity, just everything with Conrad and Belly, even if he did start really liking her that summer, there was always something there, where Jeremiah and Belly, there was never anything there. So that's what annoys me too, is he only started liking her and seeing her that summer, where Conrad and Belly kind of have always had something, you know? But can we just take a moment of appreciation that Niall Horan's Heaven was playing there? Ever since that song has come out, I'm in love with that song. That song just lives rent-free in my head for the past several months. I'm obsessed with that song. So when it started playing, that boom, boom, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was so excited, you guys. I absolutely just love that song. It's such a beautiful, perfect song, and I love it. I love that song so much. It annoyed me so bad. Like, Taylor hasn't been so insanely bad this season. Like, I haven't disliked her necessarily, but this part made me like so mad at her when Cam was telling the story, like, you know, about his sister and everything when they were playing Truth or Dare. You know, I thought it was a super vulnerable, sad moment. Like, Cam was letting it out, kind of telling all of them, and then I think Jer had asked, like, you know, does it get better and everything, and then Cam is telling Conrad and Jeremiah, like, oh, I'm sorry about your mom, she was so cool and everything, and then Taylor just yawns. Like, girl, are you kidding me? That was so rude. I didn't like that part. I'm like, girl, right there, I did not like Taylor. I thought it was super disrespectful and rude for her to just yawn like that. Like, girl, come on. You can do better than that. That was obnoxious, you guys. It made me super angry. And sticking to Taylor for a second, it was super hilarious when she woke up and like smacked Steven off, and she's like, get off me, because he just had his arm like around her while they were sleeping. That was so funny. I'm like, yeah, that was intentional on his part. But then Jeremiah in the back, just like looking over, watching them, and then him just laughing. That was super funny. And then when they got back to the house and Julia was like, oh, I wish you boys would have left when I told you to. Oh my gosh, I want to punch you in the face so bad, Julia. I just hate you so bad. I just wish one of the boys would punch her in the face, to be honest. Like, I'm not against violence or especially men hitting women, but Julia needs a punch in the face, for real. Like, come on. Like, if you're not gonna do it, I will. She drives me crazy. That part was so annoying. Like, well, you know what? I'm sure they wanted you to go home and they asked too. And that is their home, you butthole. Oh my gosh. She is so annoying. I just don't like her at all. And then the next part, you know, when Jeremiah and Conrad were like, you know, that they had a plan and everything, and she's like, oh, the house is sold. Are you kidding me? the anger inside of me that she causes shouldn't even be like a feeling I should ever have. Like, she just, she makes me so angry, and that part annoyed me so bad. So, and then obviously, you know, that's the cliffhanger, and so I hope that they figure it out in the next episode and kind of explain things to her. I hope it gets figured out, obviously, but she makes me so angry. I rarely want to punch people, but I want to punch her so bad. So bad, you guys. All right, you guys, that is it for all of my thoughts. I hope you guys agree with a lot of things that I say. Let me know all of your comments in the comments below, and I will go ahead and link all of my other The Summer I Turned Pretty videos in the description, as well as I will put, you know, the videos in the playlist on the side, so you guys can go check my reactions and thoughts out to the previous episodes as well. And you guys, do you guys want, should I start selling these? I think they're adorable. I think they're so cute. I love the colors, and I do actually sell the infinity necklaces, so if you guys want to check that out, you can go over on my Designs by Danielle Instagram and DM me there. It's actually linked below. It's called Designs by Danielle. If you are interested in buying the infinity necklace, they're absolutely adorable. I don't have it on right now, but I love them so much. So let me know if you guys want me to sell this at all, the Cousins Beach shirts, or if you want me to make a specific one or a custom one, let me know. But guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see and talk to you in the next video. And don't forget to watch out for my next episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty review whenever I post it in the next week. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of the good things. Bye!